When they come up and told us what happened, that they found my mother dead, I didn't really know what to feel. I was just numb. I thought surely not. Ashley would never do this. Your own grandmother that would give you anything in the world. Why would you want to hurt her? Pure evil. This Ashley is evil.
I am a person that believes in good and evil. I do believe she was evil then. It's all evil. It's all darkness. I would really, honestly want to know why. What did Grandma do that was so horrible that you felt like you had to kill her?
They just kept slicing and slicing. I mean, every part of her body tried to stop my mom from slicing my grandmother. Still to this day, I'm still affected by it. I want to know the truth of why they really did it.
God told me to speak up. I prayed about talking to you. Jesus told me to tell the truth.
You remember stabbing her?
Yes. She was in the bed and I woke her up. I swung the knife like this and it cut her right there.
I remember this. Ashley and Casey sitting on the back of my truck, the trailer house at Lake Walkenfellow, go there for the weekend. Casey always hung around the trailer. Ashley wanted to be in the boat. She wanted to be the fishing buddy. A lot of great times there.
What kind of big sister was Ashley?
Didn't matter if Casey could handle herself or not. Ashley was there. Ashley was going to take care of it. That was the sister she was. Ashley would always protect Casey. Ashley was a blessing to us after I buried our first daughter. And Ashley come along. I knew God blessed us with a healthy child. I had a shop. We'd go out there and we'd build something. We'd do stuff together all the time. She always wanted to be with Dad. We had a special bond. I miss those days.
And this is the Ashley I knew. This was the loving, caring Ashley. We had fun. Of course, you know, we got into trouble, but we always had fun when we were together. We were all really close. We had family dinners at Grandma's. We went to church every Sunday, Wednesday. Ashley was in church and doing really good, serving the Lord. We had a pretty good relationship at this point, and she just kind of spiraled. I remember Ashley calling me, needing someone to come and pick her up. She had just gotten into a fight. And I said, okay, I'll be there in a minute. I knew she had a temper. I knew she had anger issues, but I have never seen that side of her. When I got there, Ashley had told me there was a woman she had been fighting with. Ashley disarmed her and beat her up with her fist. Beat her so badly that it put her in the hospital. Had the cameras on the bank not caught it, Ashley would have went to prison for attempted murder because they would have swore she had a weapon. But I was very shocked. I was very, very confused. Like, you disarmed her. Why would you continue to beat somebody so badly to put them in the hospital? And I remember Ashley telling me that she didn't black out when she did this. She clearly stated she remembered everything she did to her. She was in control. I remember the day Ashley calling me and telling me she was pregnant. And I was excited. I know she was young and I was young. But I thought maybe, just maybe, she would straighten up and stay out of trouble and try to do right. For the first couple of months, Ashley was a good mom. That only lasted a couple of months. Ashley and her boyfriend got caught smoking marijuana with the baby in the car. And to my understanding, they had a lot of marijuana in the car. I remember Ashley walking in carrying Jeremiah in his car seat. I thought that was odd. I said, "What are you doing?" And I looked out the window and there was cops out there. I said, "Ashley, what's going on?" She said, "I can't talk right now. Just light a cigarette so I can hit it. I'm going to jail." I remember one day I went to Ashley's house and we were just sitting there talking, and Jeremiah and his younger brother had got into an argument. And I remember Ashley just flipping out and attacking Jeremiah. I mean, just slapping him everywhere. Jeremiah was covering his head, crying, screaming, and asking her to stop. I said, Ashley, stop. What the hell are you doing? But she kept going. She wouldn't listen. I was shocked that Ashley was in such a dark place. There was nothing I could do. You know, he's not my kid, and it would just made matters worse for him. I was hurt. I was angry that she would do that to her child.
Ashley couldn't afford to keep paying her bills. Looked out the front window. There she was, her and 3 boys, living in the car. She liked using these kids as a pawn to get what she wanted. It unnerved me, but what is a parent to do? When you see your kid, your grandkids, living in the car, then you're not gonna know where they're at, or if them kids are safe. She had to move in with us. May 18th, I got a phone call at work. Dad, the house is on fire. That was how I was driving. And I'm thinking, Lord, don't let it be bad. My heart was breaking because the closer I got, I could see more and more smoke. I get there and I see the devastation. Everything I worked all my life for was gone. Couldn't believe it. Everything in the house was pretty much ruined. From the heat, the smoke. God, can this get any worse? Ashley was there. I don't really think it affected her at all. I've seen no concern in her eyes about it. I thought, why? Why lose everything and try to start all over with a daughter that doesn't really care to start with? I just believe the fire was set.
Alan, who do you believe set the fire?
Ashley.
At the time, when I was in my bedroom and I was in there sleeping before the fire started, and it was me and my brother, and he wakes me up because he smells smoke. And when he opens up the door, like, smoke goes everywhere. We tried to hurry up and get out. And then I realized that my little brother was in there, and my mom and her boyfriend were out in the car. So I had to run back in because my mom was scared to go back in to go save my little brother. She acted as if she really didn't care that the house just burned down. A dog died in that fire, a cat died in that fire, and they were laughing about it. The fact that she didn't even want to go back in to go help my little brother that was still in there, that just goes to show what I'm talking about. She's selfish. She only cares about herself.
I see no concern in Ashley's eyes the day of the fire, other than she don't have a place to stay there now. Nobody does. The kids, they was devastated. Ashley's boys was, because they knew no place to stay. And I looked at Ashley, I said, you may not think it was home, but it was mine.
My first impression of Rayshawn, I know he had a criminal record. I don't know what about, but I know it was a pretty long list. Rayshawn and my great-grandmother, when they would argue, he would tend to threaten to hit her and shove her and all kinds of stuff, and she would threaten to call the police out of fear.
I remember a conversation that Grandma and I had. She told me my sister had told my mom, I wonder what it's like to just stab somebody. And I said, Grandma, well, don't you think we should tell Dad? And Grandma said, no, I don't think Ashley meant anything by that. And so I kept it to myself. If I could go back and tell him what she said, maybe things would be different. Maybe she'd still be here.
August 3rd, Monday morning, woke up to get ready for work as usual. First thing I always do is call my mother in the morning, make sure she's okay. I call with no answer. Called again, still no response. Something wasn't right. When I pull up to my mother's house, her car was gone. When I walked through the front door, I looked to my right. There was blood on the outside of my mom's bedroom door. When I opened my mother's bedroom door, blood everywhere. Put her bed all the way to the dresser. I started hollering what happened. And I hollered, Jeremiah, I'm running in there. I said, boy, what happened? Where's Mom at? Is she hurt bad? What happened? He was scared to death. And I called the cop. I said, something's happened to somebody, and I'm afraid it's my mother. We're standing there. I called Casey. I said, something's happened. You need to get here. Police officer, I've known a long time, walked up to me and said, found your mom in a bean peel, dead.
When we begin with disturbing new details at 4 on the arrest of a New Madrid County couple in the stabbing death of the female suspect's grandmother. Authorities charged 34-year-old Ashley Riggins and 27-year-old Rayshan Lyons with first-degree murder, armed criminal action, robbery, and abandonment of a corpse.
So I was sitting in my bedroom and I was playing a game at the time. And I heard screaming from the other room. I walk in and I see my mom and my grandmother at the door. So I thought they were fighting, so I went to go split it up. I had no time to process anything. It happened all so quick. I felt like blood all over me. And I see my grandmother on her knees crawling, begging me for help. They just kept slicing and slicing. I mean, every part of her body. I would try to stop my mom from slicing my grandmother. But when I would have a hold of her, Rayshan would run up and start slicing her necks. She didn't stop. She just kept going, and he kept going. It was just pure torture. So when she was just laying there, Rayshan drew, I guess, like a pentagram, and he said it was a satanic sacrifice. And they were started to mumbling all this mumbo jumbo, and they took the screwdriver and they drove it straight into her heart. Rayshan walked up to me and he put his hands on my shoulder and he made me and my little brother roll the body up in the carpet, carry her down the stairs and put her in the car. My mom kind of pulled me over to her after it was all done. And she was telling me that she did it for me, which was really confusing to me. Still to this day, I don't know what she's talking about.
Last thing I said to Ashley was the impact statement. Have not had any contact since. When I looked her in the eye, wasn't nothing there. I asked for the death penalty on both because I was angry. Jeremiah said, don't do that. I don't want to know when she's going to die. I said, okay. It would be nice to have some answers. Your own grandmother that opened her home up to you and your sons. That would give you anything in the world. Why would you want to hurt her? I would love to hear what she has to say.
You remember stabbing her?
Yes. She was begging me to stop. She was screaming for help and nobody helped, but Jeremiah tried to help.
Police have said that there was a Joker smile cut into her face.
And you want me to tell you how that one initially came?
Yes, please.
That was the first swing of a knife. When she was in the bed and I woke her up, I swung the knife like this and it cut her right there. I've been wanting to tell the story ever since it happened. My co-defendant had threatened me and said if I ever tell anybody that he would kill my children. So I kept it in. But I've been feeling like God has nudged me to tell my side of the story. I don't personally want to talk to you. Jesus told me to tell the truth. I'm nervous with all these things around me. I've never had a visit before, and this is my first visit. It's with, a TV crew. It's a little overwhelming. My dad had a house fire. And I was going to live with my grandma until he got his house fixed. And she offered to let Rayshan stay with her as well. He was kind of like my boyfriend. I started moving this stuff in, and I stumbled across a paper. The paper seemed weird, and it has something like I would describe a pledge of allegiance. Like swearing yourself to something bigger than you are. I decided to ask Rayshan, I'm like, I found this weird paper. What do you think about this paper? and his whole face changed. He looked at me, and he had looked at me this way before, and it's when he is going to be violent. I felt like that's what was about to happen. And then he crumbled the paper and he threw it to the side. He said, this is not supposed to be read by civilian eyes, and it's not supposed to be in civilian hands, that everybody in this house has to die because of this paper. And I'm panicking. I don't know what to do. When the kids go to sleep, he grabbed some knives out of my car. He grabbed one and he handed me one. He said, now you're going to cut her throat while she sleeps. I walk in there with him. I tap her shoulder. She wakes up. I'm panicking and I just start swinging the knife. Okay, she's screaming, because there's a whole quarrel going on now. And Jeremiah wakes up and he runs to the bedroom and he sees this attack going on and he starts screaming, Mom, what are you doing? And he throws me to the floor. He said, well, what are you doing? Stop. I said, I'm doing it for you. Get off of me. And then here she comes and she starts grabbing the knife, and then I scream. And Rayshawn slams her to the floor and he's stabbing her and hitting her. And then he holds her and he looks at me and he says, finish it, because if you don't, what happens? And then I cut her throat and,
So you couldn't stop at any point?
I couldn't stop it, no. I wasn't in control. If I'm in control, then I could have stopped. I made a decision under the influence of fear.
Do you believe your kids believe that?
Yeah, I do.
One of the things in talking to your dad that was such a crucial need for him to know was why you would hurt the person that was helping you the most. What would you tell him?
I remember thinking that if I don't do it, he is going to hurt them. And that's all I could think is he's going to hurt them. What would you do if you're a mother placed in that situation? I don't know what I should have done. I just did what he was telling me I had to do.
So kill your children or you kill your grandmother?
He said he was going to kill everybody in the house, or I could kill her. That was my choices. That's what he said. This is what he is saying. And this piece of paper is a mystery to me. I've heard about gangs and, things like this happen, but he said this was it's a part of his gang, and that people that is not in it, that's what he called civilians, is not allowed. I was thinking protect my children. I'm still in fear telling you right now that something's going to happen to my children.
Ashley, you say you did this to protect your kids. Why do you think people should believe that?
I'm not asking anyone to believe me. That's the truth. I'm not asking for anything. This is the hardest thing for me to have to do, is sit here and tell you all this. I feel like I'm not protecting them. My kids told me they want me to tell. She asked me, she was begging me to stop. She was screaming for help and nobody helped, but Jeremiah tried to help and Rayshawn threw him off, and it was so terrible. I remember thinking that if I don't do it, he is going to hurt them. He said he was going to kill everybody in the house, or I could kill her. That was my choices.
I honestly don't know how much of that was true, honestly. That all this is happening, that she was forced to either kill our grandmother or, all of us were going to die, because my mom has never been scared of anybody. I think she's trying to use us as an alibi to get free, because none of this was ever said. She never even spoke up in court. Why didn't you, if all this is true, why didn't you speak up about it in court when you knew he was arrested? It upsets me. It's never the same story. So is it because she was mean to you why you did it? Or was it because Rayshawn made you? And the way I see it is if you lie to me one time, you'd lie to me 100 more times.
Ashley, you say you did this to protect your kids. Why do you think people should believe that?
I'm not asking you to believe me. I'm not asking anyone to believe me. That's the truth. I'm not asking for anything. This is the hardest thing for me to have to do, is sit here and tell you all this, knowing what he told me. I feel like I'm not protecting them. My kids told me they want me to tell.
Well, that last part was true, honestly. We have told her that we want her to tell the truth. And several times since it's happened, we told her we just want the truth. But deep inside of me, I want to believe my mom so bad. I really do. And it's just so hard to believe anything that's coming out of her mouth. Because she ain't just lied to me now. She's lied to me my entire life. How could you do this to me and then lie to me to my face? Like, I mean, how do you expect someone, especially me who was there, to believe you? But is it too late to come to me and just finally admit what you did, that you was wrong for what you did? And don't blame nobody else. Like, I don't want her blaming her ex-boyfriend or my grandma. I want her to take full responsibility. It's never too late for that. And, you know, and that would actually probably mean a lot to me and my brothers.
What do you make of her crying, her tears?
I don't know. She's cried countless times. I mean, that's usually what she goes to when she's in trouble or she cries. It was always an excuse. And she would just cry if nobody believed her, or she would cry if someone called her a liar. That's kind of almost like the boy who cried wolf. Like, you can only cry so many times until people stop believing you.
What about your grandfather? Do you think she owes him the truth?
Oh, she owes him the truth more than she owes anybody the truth. And in my opinion, I feel like my grandpa deserves it more than anybody.
What is the responsibility that you take?
Well, I take responsibility that I actually did it, yeah, to protect my children. Yes, I did.
One of the things in talking to your dad that was such a crucial need for him to know was why would you hurt him like that?
I didn't want to hurt my dad. I didn't want to hurt my grandma. I didn't want my children hurt either. But when faced with the decision of you have to pick, what were you going to do? Well, that is what I did. I have to own responsibility. That is what I did. I didn't say it was right. I didn't say it was wrong.
Well, you know what you did was wrong.
Obviously, what I did was wrong.
Right.
I'm in prison. Yeah.
She wasn't worried about me. I don't believe none of that. It wasn't about protecting them. It was about how much pain she could inflict.
Are you satisfied with her answer? She's talking to you.
No, I don't believe it. Ashley's pretty good about putting on the front. I haven't seen anything yet that would convince me otherwise. I wish I could believe her, but I don't.
Okay, so whenever you're ready, Jeremiah.
Police have said that there was a Joker smile cut into her face.
And you want me to tell you how that one initially came?
Yes.
That was the first swing of a knife. When she was in the bed and I woke her up, I swung the knife like this and it cut her right there.
So there's actually more to that story than what she told. And like, I don't know, that was just messed up. But they had her by the back of her head like this, by her hair, and they were carving the smile into her face. I do think she took pleasure in what she did, because if not, why would any of that happen?
Why don't we play the first clip?
God told me to speak up. I prayed about talking to you. I don't personally want to talk to you. Jesus told me to tell the truth. Tell what happened. He said, tell the truth. And what comes from here, I don't know. It says, fear not what man can do to me, but trust in the one who can kill my soul and my body, which is Jesus Christ, my Savior.
She's always believed in God, but she's turned her back. Sin will take you a lot farther than you ever wanted to stay to begin with. But that's what happens when you visit sin. I pray and hope that she is sincere.
Tell them, say something directly to them. What would you say?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love you, and I wish things were different. I wish I could fix it, but I can't.
She's right. She's right. She can't fix it. She broke it. She can't fix it. Is she trying to show remorse because the camera's there? Because, yeah, she was a daddy's girl. But what has daddy's girl done to dad? You broke me. It would be nice to have a relationship again, but never be like it was. Because everything has changed. I hope she has found God, because she has lost a lot. But we all have.
You are, of course, with your side.
Yes, this is the truth. This is what happened. I'm so sad. I'm so hurt. I not only lost my grandma, I lost my children, I lost my dad, my mom, my sisters, my nieces, my nephews. I lost everything.
She didn't lose nothing. She threw it away. What did you really lose? I know what I lost. My mother actually being here, seeing the important stuff in my life. She ain't really at loss of nothing. It's me and my brothers and my grandpa who's at loss for anything.
My mom standing out on the patio right after church. Sunday morning. I was there for Sunday dinner. My mother was a Christian woman. My mom worked many jobs to make sure we was okay. She was our go-to person. She was a mother, grandmother, and a great-grandma. She wanted me seeing that smile on her face.
I have seen this picture, a more recent mugshot. She looks a little more like herself, but not totally. She still looks empty here. We will never be able to sit here and talk like you and I are. I will not ever be able to sit on the phone with her and talk and pretend like nothing ever happened, because it's always there. Not saying that I don't love her and that I don't pray for her, but I will never be able to have a relationship with her.
This has been a journey for me, too. You run through a lot of emotions. I think if I spoke to my daughter again, I feel like would I be disrespecting my mother, having something to do with somebody that took your life, Mom. I don't believe anything she's saying.
You don't believe she wants to have a relationship with you?
I believe she does, and she may be seeking forgiveness. I forgive her. I have to every day, so I can keep living. Sometimes it's more than 4 cell walls to keep you in prison, so I have to forgive them for me.
This was the picture when he confessed killing my mother. He is a monster who took his grandmother's life. Her vulnerability was him, and now her life is gone. Where he's going to go, straight to hell, no doubt about it. I didn't just lose my mom, but I lost a son over nothing. He's never said, well, I didn't mean for this to happen. It just makes me wonder what really happened. I'm interested to see what he has to say about the night when I clearly asked repeatedly what happened. And I begged him to tell the truth.
Will he tell me the truth?
That's a good question.
He killed our grandmother. He doesn't really show any remorse for it. He doesn't feel sympathy for the person he did it to either. He's not talked about the crime whatsoever. He's never mentioned it once. I want to know, why he did it.
Honestly, she didn't even see it coming. As soon as I came through the doorway, I just shot her. I remember watching her body just kind of jerk a little bit. That was me being heartless, me just not caring, me being emotionless. The last thing she saw was she was watching some show like this. She was real big into true crime. And it was strange. It's like I'm watching this show growing up with you. I don't mean to sound rude or nothing or unemotional when I say this, but I could put you on the show. That may be just how my brain works. Truly, at the end of the day, I may be cold-blooded.
This is a picture of Josh when he was just a few months old. I'll never forget that I had this cute little bundle of joy as a single parent. I can remember thinking about, what is he going to be when he grows up? Is he going to go into business? Is he going to become a doctor or a lawyer? Whatever would make him happy in life. I never once thought that I would be sitting here looking at a baby picture of my son and thinking that he's here in prison for murder. All the things you could have been doing, and instead you're in prison for the rest of your life, and a life is gone. It's an absolute waste. When my mother and I had discussed me getting him back after I had gotten out of prison. She was like, well, get yourself together, get your car, get you a nice place, and then I would take over. But to be honest, at the time I was like, well, he has the best of everything. He has my mom, he has my dad. I had a wonderful support system. So I just let it be after a while. The days that I had off from work, I would pick him up. I got him for the whole summers. I never missed sports activities, school activities. We were a little above the average income families. You say you want a pair of designer shoes, well, you do what grandma says and you get those designer shoes. Any sport he wanted to play, whatever activity, it didn't matter. You know, we were able to provide it. Josh was highly attached to her. He was very respectful, very smart. He was actually an even-keeled kid. Thinking back on things, I'm like, where did I go wrong? Where did my mom go wrong? What happened? And I felt guilty for the crimes that I did and not being there. I remember one day I received a phone call from my dad stating that my grandfather's necklace was missing and that Josh was being accused of it. I get there and my dad immediately says, well, yeah, we found it in his belongings. I just looked at him like, yeah, Josh, why would you even think to do this? You know, as much as we love you and do for you, and this is the treatment that we get. What was the reasoning? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I got vague responses, and that was all I got. I made him apologize. I made him write a letter. I put him on punishment, and there wasn't going to be no going out, no friends coming over. At that time, my train of thought with that situation, with the stealing of the necklace, maybe it's just a one-off. He was raised to know right from wrong, and he just absolutely refuses to do the right thing. In that instance, the only thing that was going through my mind was, I can't trust him. You know, is he going to get any better? Is this going to escalate? Josh was around 14 or 15. He didn't have any license and he didn't have his driver's permit. I was furious.
What were you thinking?
I said, we're giving you the best of everything and you're constantly getting into trouble. And like I said, there wasn't too many answers I was getting. I just did not understand why, you know, what is going on. You've gone from petty stealing to taking vehicles. That's car theft.
You're gonna throw your whole life away.
He started associating with a much rougher crowd, the ones that were getting kicked out of school, breaking and entering, stealing vehicles. I told my mother, I don't know what else to do, Mom. He's escalated.
This is a prepaid call from an inmate at Verde Correctional Institution. This call will be monitored and recorded.
How do you get to the point where you commit this horrible crime against your grandmother?
Yeah, I went out there, no thoughts, no nothing, just autopilot. Walk outside, got the gun, and walked back in. You know, I turned into the living room, and she was just literally sitting right there on the couch, and I kind of just pulled out the gun and just shot her in the head 3 times.
I can remember when this picture was taken. It's when his little brother was born. There's a 13-year gap in my kid's age. Kevin's and Josh's bond was strong. I can remember him changing diapers, giving him baths, and playing with him. One throws it away and the other does so many wonderful things with his opportunity. Like, where did I go wrong? That's how I feel when I see pictures of them younger and like, where did I go wrong with this one? This one's doing so well, but this one, that's like my bad apple.
This is younger Josh. 2 sides of a coin right there. Got the cool, calm, collected side, and then you've got the other side of the coin. He's got all these other temptations trying to get to him, and he let them succeed, unfortunately. You know, taking credit cards, taking some money. Always got in trouble. You know who came to the rescue? Grandma. What I saw first was the pain that he brought to my mom and my grandma. I mean, when I saw the damage he had done, that's when I started to understand. I started associating with, hey, mom and grandma are crying. What did Josh do? You have someone who just, I don't know, wants to commit crime and do horrible things.
I am talking to Josh. I told him that, have you not stopped to think that this girl could have died? That would have been on your hands. What did you even give her? I don't know. I can remember specifically asking, what the hell is wrong with you? Why? I'm not understanding. I have no idea what he was thinking when he'd done what he did. And I told him eventually somebody's life is going to be lost before this is all said and done. Do you not want to change? And he said, well, yeah, I want a career. I want this. I said, well, you're killing your chances to have something. I said, because who's going to hire a felon? You go from petty thieving to basically stealing cars, somebody overdosing. Something's going to happen, and there's going to be consequences. My mother finally had to call the police on Josh. He tried to pawn her TVs, her jewelry, and a few other things. I distinctly remember telling him, that this is not acceptable. You're out of control. What is going on? What do we need to do to help? And I don't know, Mom. And that's basically all I was really getting. I wanted him to go to jail because he needed to be put in juvenile hall to see this is what really happens. This is not playtime. Josh was on a house arrest for this incident with an ankle monitor on. He never changed. He never stopped. There were instances where he got house arrest multiple times. Or if he even went to jail, he would be there for short periods of time, but he would be right back there. My husband made a comment about how somebody's life is going to get hurt from all the things that he's getting into. He said it could be you, it could be Kevin, it could be your mom.
Well, if you were to get out of prison tomorrow, would you have the capability to kill again?
Honestly, I believe everybody has the capability to kill again, but I feel that I have the mental capability and capacity to actually do it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like they say, once you've done it once, you can do it again.
I see the emptiness, just despair. I can remember thinking to myself that maybe I let him down by not stepping up to the plate and taking my child from my mom and my dad. But then as I got to thinking, he's older now. He can make life decisions. I'm still helping you. I'm still there. I can remember thinking, you can come to us at any time and we will help. Why won't you just come to us and let us help you? But he never asked. He just took it upon himself and just did, even though it was wrong. You don't even know if you can forgive or forget what happened. Are you still going to care for them? Are they going to come out and do the right thing? Are they even going to come out? I'm honestly and thinking to myself, he might die in there. I truly believe that my mom put him first in everything, and she provided to the best of her ability, and he never wanted for nothing. Josh didn't just take advantage of my mom for all of these years. He took advantage of all of us. So I get a phone call. Josh asked me, Mom, it's really important. I need to borrow some money. And I said, well, can you wait till Thursday? Well, I really don't think I can. I need it as quick as possible. I said, well, I won't have it until Thursday. So, and that was it. And he said, well, it's okay. I'll go ask Granny. My phone is ringing and ringing and ringing. And it is my mother's pastor. And he said, I need to tell you something. Your mama didn't go to church Sunday. And that's not like her. And then he just gets very quiet. They found your mom dead. She had been in the house for a few days. I just remember standing there with the phone going, huh? What do you mean? And I'm just standing there holding the phone, looking at it. And then my cell phone starts ringing. My uncle and aunt calling. And I can remember my aunt telling me it was foul play, being told that she had been shot. And I'm just sitting there crying, not knowing what to do. I was just totally dumbfounded. I cried for multiple days, got physically, violently sick. I can still remember having to pick up my mom's casket, having to make all these arrangements. My mom had to have a closed casket. I'm visiting him in jail, and I'm trying to understand what happened. Josh, I remember asking, what happened? Did you kill Mom?
And he never really had an answer?
No. To this very day, I still haven't gotten an answer. He just tells me that they argued. It wasn't until after Josh confessed that I told Kevin.
I had just found out Josh had been arrested. I still hadn't known how my grandma was killed. It was just a sad, eerie moment. It was awful. It surprised me. I definitely think that was a step I didn't think he would reach. I knew he was really bad into the things he was doing, robbing and stealing, but I didn't think he was capable of killing someone. He's just evil. No remorse, stone cold killer. I want to understand what made him do the things that he does. There could have been something that I don't know about because I'm younger, and I might find something else from his answers that I didn't know at the time. I would love to figure out, what makes you think this way? What makes you do the things that you do? Why do you do them?
I would go and visit, and I would talk to him and ask him questions. Why is she dead? Did you go by yourself, Josh? I can remember thinking to myself that, yeah, he pulled the trigger.
Has he ever admitted that to you?
No. He was like, well, I was just so high. I'd been high for X amount of days. I've been an addict, but I've never been high or drunk enough that I would want to kill somebody. What was he thinking? Just what really happened. I just want hard facts that you've done it. I think the last thing my mom saw was a gun being pulled on her. Did she stand up? Did she even know he was there? I'd rather hear the truth than a lie.
I am convicted of the crime of killing my grandmother by the means of shooting her in the head multiple times. This is a chance for me to explain to my family on how this crime came to be. I don't even believe I told my lawyer the true story. I don't know how to express it. How do I sit there and say, Mom, I'm sorry. Kevin, I'm sorry. How do I do that? I don't know how. This is my chance to do it. And I'm doing it the best way I can. And this is about the only way I know how to do it. So I went to my grandmother's house, asked her for a couple dollars. She doesn't mind helping me out. So I figured, I could shoot her a little bit of bull. Sorry, excuse the language, but shoot her a lie here or there and be like, hey, Granny, I need a couple dollars for whatever reason. And hoping she would just give it to me. I go in there and I actually sit down and talk for a little bit. We just talking, watching a little TV. Now, I was already high on methamphetamines. I was by myself. And I'm like, hey, Granny, I'm kind of having a little situation. I need a couple dollars. Can you help me out? And right then, it was kind of just going in on me. Why do you need help? What do you need it for? You stole, you did this, you did that. And I felt like it was a verbal attack towards me. I went outside, grabbed the gun, walked right inside and just shot her 3 times.
So what did you do after the shooting?
I left, went and got high. I left the house, kind of tried to level myself out just a little bit. And I'm like, damn, hold on, I really just killed my grandmother. Well, I might as well go rob her now. Kill, grab, go.
What was going through your mind?
Defend myself. I need to go ahead and get you before you get me.
But how is it that you felt you needed to defend yourself? She's sitting on her couch. She's watching TV. She doesn't have a gun in her hand.
That's how I just felt. I really just felt like that. More or less, that was me being heartless. Me just not caring. Me being emotionless. Me just thinking about me being selfish. That's really what it was. Honestly, she didn't even see it coming. Because the way she was sitting in the couch, there's a side doorway from the kitchen into the living area, and that's where I shot from. Literally, as soon as I came through the doorway, I just shot her. I remember watching her body just kind of jerk a little bit. It wasn't no hitting you and then she just fall over. She literally was still sitting in the upright position, but her body just kind of jerked a little bit. After I killed her, I left. I literally left the house.
How much money were you asking or intending to ask her for that night?
Probably about $300-400.
But wasn't your grandmother's life worth more than a couple $100?
It really was. It really is.
What was the last thing that your grandmother saw before she died? Did she even look at you?
She didn't even see it. She didn't. The last thing she saw was, matter of fact, she was watching a show on the ID channel, I believe. Or she was watching some show like this. She was real big into true crime. She was really, real big into it. And it was strange. It's like, I'm watching this show growing up with you, and now you're on the show. I don't mean to sound rude or nothing or unemotional when I say this, but I could put you on the show. You know what I mean? I can make a show of you. Really.
I want to talk about stealing. That was a big part of your life. And I looked up your criminal filings.
Big thief.
52 criminal filings on your record dating back to 2009.
All thefts. The majority of them. Probably all of them. Oh man, stuff I stole from my grandmother. Because like I say, she was very successful, so she had materialistic items. I pop up, hey Granny, can you buy me this? No. So it just made me, once I learned I could just take stuff, why would I not? Continue to do it. I'm talking about I stole checks, and I'm not talking about little checks. I'm talking about $500-600 checks at a time, back to back to back.
Did you see your grandmother as someone that you could just use and take from to serve your own needs?
At one point, yes. And I did because she had it. You have all this stuff, and I want it. I want to be where you're at, but you're not helping me get there. Once I learned I could just take and the consequences weren't that bad, why not just keep on doing it?
Well, the consequences are there's a victim on the other end.
And that's me being, what's the word? Heartless, more or less to say. And I really hate to say it like that, but I was heartless. I didn't care.
Do you have any remorse for all the thefts and break-ins that you've done?
I do now, but back then, no. And that's me being directly honest with you. I feel that growing up, if I would have had the opportunity to experience life as a child, it may have shaped my future in a different path. My life was crumbling. Because my mom is really, at this point, my mom is my best friend. I didn't want her to feel like she abandoned me. And that's really how I felt back then. You know, and I understand things were out of her control, but that's how I really felt. Like, I remember she was arrested. I went through my grandmother. Like, and I feel that it wasn't out of love, more of an obligation. Like, this is my daughter's son. Let me take care of him. I felt the love to some degree, but the problem was it was always tough love. There was never no hugs, no kisses. So whenever it got to the point when I became an adult, or when I got of an age where I could just step out when I wanted to, it was like freedom. Like, hold on, I can just do this. I would just go as far as I could because I'd never done it before.
How are you feeling about watching Joshua's interview clips today?
I don't know. I'm kind of, oh my God, what am I going to hear? What am I going to see? I'm just in that, I don't know, how am I going to handle this? What am I going to do?
Are you hoping it might bring you some closure?
Yes,
I could have been there that night. What if I was there? What would have happened to me? You're gonna tell me if I, screamed or you came running up the stairs and you see me that you wouldn't have done the same? You put 3 in grandma, how about you just empty the clip, That's what my brother would think.
What do you remember about being a 7-year-old and your mom telling you that she was being sent to prison?
Like, my life was crumbling. I mean, because, like, my mom is really, at this point, my mom is my best friend. She's the person now that I'm older, I'm an adult. I feel I can talk to her about things that I couldn't talk to her back then. Because I didn't want her to feel like she abandoned me. And that's really how I felt back then.
He said he feels abandoned.
Yes, I did. In a way, I did abandon my child, even though I was always still in the picture. The guilt was always there. It never stopped because, like I said, I've brought it up thousands of times. So it's not like he never had the opportunity to tell me this is how he felt. There were so many times that I would try to take him and my dad would always step in and it would be an issue. Well, your mom wants to. This would hurt your mom. And he would throw that guilt trip on me. And then I would physically get Josh and he would get in trouble. And maybe if I had been a little bit more open and told him, well, you're coming to actually live with me and you can't get in no trouble. Maybe if I'd have said it, I never did. I just figured he knew.
He got emotional there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that was true emotion from him?
That's a little hard because I've never not been out of the picture per se, except for the prison time. So it just, I'm a little iffy about it because I was always there. I can empathize with the little boy, but as a grown man, all he had to do was just open his mouth.
Sit down and I'm like, hey, Granny, I'm kind of have a little situation. I need a couple dollars. Can you help me out? And right then it was kind of just going in on me. Why do you need help? What do you need it for? Now, I was already high on methamphetamines. Went outside, grabbed the gun, walked right inside and just shot her 3 times. And I'm saying this in a heartless way, but that's how it happened.
It's the truth. He finally spoke the truth about himself. I offered him the money and he said, no, I really can't wait. I kind of need it as soon as possible. He said, no problem, Mom.
There really was no point. Like after I came down from being high, I was like, all she did was just get onto me a little bit. Like, that's all she was doing, was just getting on to me.
So basically she started on you and it annoyed you, so you shot her.
Yeah, pretty much. The basics, yes. I'm not gonna say she had it coming to her. More or less that was me being heartless. Me just not caring, me being emotionless, me just thinking about me being selfish. That's really what it was.
Just why? He knows how mom is. He knows, did it just hurt his feelings? Just that bad to be told, no, I'm not going to give it to you. And you just reacted. And like you said, it was the emotional side. It just came out.
Does it give you any closure to have him admit that he was heartless and selfish?
Yes. To hear him say that he was heartless and selfish, I've given him the same opportunity that I gave his younger brother. And he still made the choices.
Kevin wants to know, would you have killed him if he was there that night to cover your tracks? Because he remembers being at Grandma's house about a week prior to that. So he could have possibly have been there that night.
I wouldn't have. Like, I really love my brother. Like, I really love my grandmother. But it was just, I look at certain family members differently. Like, I feel compassion and love for my brother. I wanted to be there for him, but I just wasn't. Like, I really felt like I could have been a better brother towards him. I really could have done more for him. Just been there, but I wasn't.
I don't think he thought that answer through before he answered that one. So he said he was on meth, so, that's one of those that clouds his judgment, makes him a little bit crazier. He says he wouldn't have, but, I mean, no one just goes and kills their grandma. No one willingly has the chance to leave, to recuperate from the whole situation. Just go home, not even think about it. He comes back in the house. Doesn't even, because I know how that house is. He probably just aimed it through the doorway like that. He didn't even look at her. He didn't even have the heart to. These videos are eye-opening. I'm really glad that I got this opportunity to do something like this.
Don't you owe your mom and Kevin an apology? And what do you want to say to them?
I'm sorry. Like, I can't stress how sorry I am. And I truly want to apologize, even though I've just never done it. I've never told them, hey, I'm sorry. Like, I just haven't. And this is my chance to do it in an impersonal way, because I don't know how to just get on the phone and say, Mom, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know how. I don't know how to just pick up the phone and say, Kevin, I'm sorry. I just don't know. I don't. I really don't know how to do it. And it's so simple. Like, just pick up the phone. Do it.
That's the second time I've seen him cry. The second time in, the 19 years I've been alive. It's the second time I've seen him cry. And, I actually got to see a visceral reaction.
Sometimes I feel like, was it a heartfelt apology? Was he truly, truly sorry for what he's done? Has he learned anything? Has he bettered himself? You've only been down since 2018, and what is he working toward? Just nothing, just sitting there.
This is a very happy picture right here. Oh yeah, 100%. It sucks that I wasn't able to develop that grandma-son relationship further. Just hate that, her life was ended the way that it was. It's kind of heartbreaking, One, that my brother was able to do this, but two, to just take such a joy away from our life. Like, even though my brother did what he did, he knows he's had wonderful and great memories with grandma. I mean, it's just sad. It's really sad. He just creates his own agenda. He's a psychopath. I hate to say it, but he's just a psychopath. No remorse, stone cold killer. That's really all I got.
I don't consider myself psychopathic. But what is psychopathic at the end of the day?
I'll read you the definition. A person who often projects considerable charm upon introduction, which I feel like you've done to me.
Yes.
Contributing to their effectiveness in social engagements. A person who's a skilled conversationalist with the ability to engage in small talk with ease, often displaying a sharp wit that attracts others. A person who has an absence of conscience and lacks empathy.
I don't want to say I'm a psychopath, but that's kind of the definition of my personality. Like, you literally just described my personality to the T.
There's more. Signs typically emerging prior to adolescence, behavior such as lying, theft, cheating, vandalism, substance abuse, and truancy.
Or you just described me all the way. Don't tell me that's the true definition of a psychopath. That may be just how my brain works. I really, truly, at the end of the day, I may be cold-blooded.
My mom's life was worth more than just a few dollars. My mother is not here because Josh killed her. He shot her. I truly believe that Josh is a cold-blooded killer. He went there with the intentions to do harm. I feel like deep down, he's where he needs to be. He's just evil and petty. There's only so much you can do. Even when you have handed them the world, picked them up all the times that they have fallen, and they keep on and keep on. And there's only so much guilt for things that have happened or gone wrong. But at the end of the day, if you picked yourself up, you've got to move on from it. When I meditated and prayed about it, I literally hear my mom's voice saying, "Do not live in the past and forgive."